My fellow Americans and friends around the world, today I want to talk about a sport that has captured the hearts of many. Professional darts. In recent times, it seems that this noble game has faced divisions, much like the challenges we've confronted in our own history. But just as we have always risen above our differences, so too can the world of darts. It's up to the new leaders and emerging talents in this sport to step forward, bridge the gaps, and guide us all towards unity. And may the best players win.
Another intense night of CSC Challenger Series action. It's Division 2 this evening, folks. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShera, and of course, tonight we have Steve Hilger taking on the one and only Krissi Grimal. Sean, what do you think about tonight's matchup?
I think it's a good one. I think on paper it's completely dead even as far as the averages go. Krissi always shows up to these things with a lot to prove. Porky is going to have a lot to prove tonight. He doesn't want to lose on the live stream, but him and Krissi go way back. And I know that she's probably given him some beat downs back in the day, and he doesn't want that to happen again. So I'm looking forward to this battle. I've been looking forward to it since the bracket came out of this potential matchup. And the fact that we get it, man, it's going to be a special evening.
Yeah, it certainly will be a special evening, especially you mentioned it doesn't get any tighter on these averages. Both rocking a 4.62 MPR before we get into the tail of tape stuff. So, yeah, tighten it nonetheless. And let's get right into it, man. Let's do the tail of the tape stuff because I want to kick right into this action and get underway. We're going to kick off with, of course, Release the Kraken herself, Miss Krissi Grimal. West Coast Darters of Florida is our vendor. Her location is Last Call tonight. That's in Florida. If I'm not Bradenton. Okay, yep. Bradenton. Misunderstood there on Nick. Sorry. Years played 28 plus. 4.62 MPR, 57.6 win rate. How about 19 9 marks, 38 7 marks, one white horse as well. Throwing her Super Darts Gen 1 tonight.
Yeah, Bradenton is right near Sarasota. Like they're like neighboring cities kind of right there. Kind of near that Tampa, Sarasota, Bradenton kind of stretch on the coastline. It's a great matchup for Krissi. The average, like I said, is right there. She's throwing her Gen 1 barrels. She's playing at her location that she's used to playing out of. I think that it's going to favor her. And the thing that sticks out a lot is the 19 9 marks, right? With the one white horse in just 31 games played. That's a lot, especially when you compare it to, Sir Eats a Lot. And that is Porky. Steve Hilger. Let's head on over and look at Porky. Ah! All right. So Porky is playing for Red's Novelty, Bull Shooter Saloon. I believe that's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He's been playing for, you can look at him, 80 plus years. Again, averaging that 4.62 MPR, 66.7% win rate. He's throwing those Dart Militia, the Formation 20-gram darts. And going off the 9 marks, he has 6 9 marks with one white horse, 39 7 marks, and 46 5 marks in 28 games played. Week 1, he defeated Bob Anderson, fellow Wisconsinite 9-5, and then week 2, 9-5 over Brett Hollanday. So former fourth place finisher last season.
We're going to get right to it here. You see, we're getting ready to diddle up, and a little bit different action we've got going on next to Steve Hilger, and that's because poker night at Bull Shooter Saloon. So little Texas Hold'em action going on in the background, and Steve Hilger's about to get down on the board.
We're going to see if he folds them.
What's the buy-in, boys? I'm
free.
in. You got
It's going to be free because that is free is legal at a location like that.
No,
so even if it's not free, it's free, Guys, let us know in the chat if you want Will to stop singing. First of all, let's start there. But let us know in the chat, who do you have in this one? Who are you rooting for? Looks like this diddle is going to go to round number 2 at least. Let us know where you're tuning in. Doing so will enter you into tonight's live stream giveaway where we're giving away a $15 gift certificate to AtoZDarts.com.
I see what you did there. Yes,
thank you. Awesome. I just want to make sure, leave a comment or chat, hit the like button on our Facebook page to get entered in for your chance to win.
You notice I immediately caught myself, so that's why I was like, wait, that's not right.
You did great.
You're welcome.
That was exactly what you should have done there. It just nothing you can do about it.
Exactly. So, all righty. Mr. Steve Hilger will get the advantage with the start. And, of course, once again, folks, our format, as usual, a race to 9. A race to 9 cricket battle. We will take a break after leg number 7. We do have a little diddle about the player advantage rule, Sean, right?
Yeah, absolutely. If either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That is the PBD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance,
we're going for speed.
The players will cork for start in the last leg decider. All right, Will. Hot spot you.
Go ahead.
Final score prediction.
Well, you told me years beforehand, so I did have that advantage of you saying your score line. So I'm going to go.
Copy it.
I'm going to go with 9-6 Hilger.
All right, taking Porky 9-6. Why?
I just think he'll have a little bit more in those 7th, 8th, 9th legs here. He may just we'll figure that one out as we go. But I think that he'll battle through and just those will be the deciding legs, distance himself, and then be able to fight the comeback and win it outright. So that's I just have a feeling on that one, and I can't go against my favorite that I picked for position number 2.
He is your presidential favorite, vice presidential candidate for this. Another 7 mark from Porky there. Both starting out pretty strong. What's the over under for 9 marks?
I've got it is because you've got Krissi in there with the 19, Steve in there with 6. They both have a lot of respect for each other, but we're already seeing some heat. I'm going to go with an even 12.5, just like we had last week. I think 12.5 is a good score line. I was thinking maybe 10.5, but I feel that they'll bump it up a few. 12.5 is a good line.
All right. Well, I'm going to take the under on the 12.5, and then I'm also going to pick Porky to win this 9-5. However, I would love to be proven wrong.
Yeah, but Krissi knows what she's capable of, and she's already proving that. Look at her 7 mark for a 5.5 compared to Steve Hilger's 4.75, and the only thing that's differential is that start for Steve Hilger and him having the upper hand advantage on the 20s. So she'll be able to take away right there. Down or stay? I like to stay and then look. Okay. No harm, no foul.
Over at the 1
there.
I agree with you, though. That was the right move, I think, in that situation. You see Bill Metzger's in the chat saying, "What's up from Bullshooter Saloon? Watching Porky live." And what that means is he's playing free poker.
I was wondering.
Or he's already out.
I was wondering. Hey, I'll just say it, though. Wisconsin does have some crazy rules, and I wouldn't doubt if that's legal up there. Just saying.
Well,
1,000%.
So I would actually argue that poker is what got me into playing darts because it's what got me into my eventual dart location to play some free poker and have some fun. A few times a week we would have a poker out there. I'm going to guess it's something similar to that. You get points per week and things like that, and like bigger tournaments every 3 months or something.
1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000
It is a killer type of a tournament to play in, though. You are dodging bullets left and right because it's free.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They don't show up there expecting to play real poker and getting away with it.
There you go. Now he takes a shot. It was just a matter of time, and really no further distance than he was the previous rounds. It's just he elected, okay, I got to start chopping at this tree here and taking my chances. Because I mean, Chris is going to give it right back. There's no doubt in my mind.
No truer words have ever been spoken by Uncle Rico.
So a little bit of tail of the tape action. Bobby Anderson was the first round matchup for Steve. Brett Hollanday was that second round matchup for Steve as well. For Krissi, round 1, Monty Cooper. Round 2, Jonathan Long. Now listen to this, because this is where it gets real interesting. Is Bobby Anderson, Porky averaged a 4.62, Brett Hollanday a 4.63. For Krissi, Monty Cooper 4.65, and then the 4.60 against Jonathan Long, and that's how we ended up with these 4.62s apiece. So, yeah, no distance in between these guys really at all.
No, and man, based on this, Porky might average about a 4.62 tonight.
Yeah.
Which means that Chris is going to know what it's going to take to beat him. But boom goes the Wisconsin. It's an 8 mark.
Dun, dun, dun. You blew it.
Dun, 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 dun. Reagan in there saying, let's go, Porky. The baby flying squirrel said if it's 100% payout, it should be legal. So there you go.
Yeah, it starts to take full advantage here. 69-point advantage for Porky.
Krissi, though, not going away. What do you think is the most difficult part about playing the CSC Challenger Series for Porky? Is it having to go this long consecutively without a nap, or this long consecutively without food?
Food. That dude eats like constantly, man. Constantly.
Wisconsinly.
Yeah. Yes, that was a good one.
Thank you. Stacey's saying, let's go, Grimal. Then Steven goes, let's go, Porky.
Man, if this is anything like this match is going to be a drawn out battle that's going to be back and forth haymakers the whole way. Oh, that is a big miss, though. Only one scored.
Krissi will punish.
She's got to.
Yeah.
Gathers the lead here with another dart. Hello.
That's a 7. And huge. And that 7 mark is actually perfect because it also puts him up the extra bowl, too. So Krissi's going to get even more of an opportunity.
You saw her kind of fall into that board on the third dart there, and there's a reasoning for that. We know that when she starts to move around a little bit on that third dart, she's feeling comfortable.
She'll want to stay rhythmic here.
Yeah, wants to keep stride. 3 bowls.
Yep, go start 1, 2, and 3. Gets it. Big last. How about a 4.62 MPR in leg number 1
of course,
for the 4.62 average player in Krissi Grimal? And that's a break a throw right out the gate.
That just shows you what one dart can do for you here in this CSC Challenger Series. It can really change things, and that's what happened to Porky. don't go counting out Krissi on this one by any means, folks. I'm telling you, she is quite the challenging player. She's a quick, just gutsy player. She takes moves when she needs to, and sometimes takes that conservative routes when you don't think she will, and then all of a sudden she's got that point of edge and you're done.
Yep.
She is just really, really handy. And look at where she's at right now. She's won 2 great battles between Monte Cooper and Jonathan Long to put her into the top 8 of the CSC winners side in Division 2. She wins here. She either plays Daryl Cortez or Jake Smith, and that could go either way on that side between Daryl Cortez and Jake Smith, and the same route the next battle.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we said it ahead of time that heading into the season, she had to be one of the favorites. She played in Division 1 last season in a very tough Division 1, very high achieving division. She's been in this now almost every season that we've been here. I think she's missed 1 or 2 total out of the 7 years. She's the 2-time defending WCS champion, so the format is nothing new to her, even though it's singles versus a partner. There is nothing stopping Krissi Grimal from defeating Steve Hilger tonight besides Steve Hilger.
Well, this is somewhat of an uncomfortable setting, too, it looks like, for Steve. You saw him back off the line there, and that was because it looked like an individual was walking to his seat for to play. So when you're dealing with maybe players that don't are around darts as much as your constant league participants or your normal players, that can cause a little commotion too. And knowing Steve, he's not gonna let it really bother him too much, but see there, just a little hesitation. See, and then gets 2 triples right off the bat. So just settles in and then throws 2 massive triples.
I'm just going to argue that I think if you can play at Whammo and focus and win at Whammo and have success there, you can play at anything.
Well, that's what
it's the most packed, tight,
I was
giant venue.
I was pretty much essentially just making you aware of it. He's going to step off the line there just like he did, but then backs it up 2 triples. So it doesn't let him bother him too much, but constantly back and forth. Then it will get to the point where it's like, okay, this is too much, guys. Can you stop? You know what I'm saying?
You hear all those chips ring, tink, tattling, shuffling every 5 seconds the whole time. Big 7 from Krissi. She's been utilizing the bottom of the board nicely so far. Guys, a reminder, leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page. Get entered in for your chance to win a $15 gift certificate brought to you by A2ZDarts.com for anything on the website. Again, all you got to do is leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page. Let everybody know where you're tuning in from. Let us know who you have in this one. Are you team girls rule? Or are you team boys drool? Let us know in the chat. Casey, it looks like they're playing a little Texas Hold'em.
They gotta be. It's definitely not Pai Gow. Good 6 to go ahead and take those 19s away. Force Krissi the new wedge. Could be a big miss.
I think we got a lot of girls rule fans in the chat.
I think it's great. I mean, not to put this in the perspective of the. Well, I will put this in the perspective of the PDC. We see what that has done in certain matches and so on and so forth, and And Krissi's the same likes of Fallon in this field, where Fallon and Bo can compete with the guys, and Krissi can compete with this field, no doubt. That's why we see those averages the way they are going into the CSC Challenger Series, and she's holding true. I mean, she could very well lift this title at the end of this CSC Challenger Series, and I wouldn't bat an eye. I would say, yep, Krissi Grimal.
Yeah, if we see her in the finals here, there will be a zero surprise, and it will be an exciting thing for everybody involved. And that includes all of the male opponents that she's playing in this CSC Challenger Series, because as much as she's probably sick of having to hear all the time that she's the only female in it, blah, 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 and that she's got to, pick that up for everybody. All the guys, they've played her. They've lost to her many times. They do not go into this at all thinking about Krissi Grimal as a girl.
And I'll say this, as far as one female player, I think more are coming to be involved in the CSC. We're starting to see the averages rise on that female side of things. So, yeah, looking forward to that.
Can't wait.
Well, Steve can take a shot at the 15s. And hold true on that shot, too. I figure maybe he'll go back up just to hold coverage.
Yeah, the math worked there for him to take that second shot.
With the advantage having the 17s and the 20s, you're clear, but
I think if he only has one of those, I don't think he takes that shot on dart 3. But
and he's clear too here. If he does only end up with 3 fat single 20s, he's okay there. But yeah, triple 20 right off the bat. Go ahead and go down now. Good shot.
A little bit weirded out about dart number 2. This is something where I definitely agree with Keegan Brown. You have 2 darts in hand, and you need 2 marks to stop any point bleeding, really. And instead, you're going to give opportunity to Krissi to hit 7 more 15s. I know that you should always win with that point battle with the higher ground, especially that much of a higher ground. But still, sometimes,
I'm still thinking you just lost that leg previously.
That's fair too.
Go ahead and hold on those 20s and say, all right, 1-1, forget about it, move forward from there. What do you guys think there? Hold on the 20s, or go 2 at the 15s. Let us know in the chat. Andy Renderson says, "How is Porky Division 1? I think Division 3 at best." Well, we
was in Division 2.
We tried to put him in his own division, but just didn't work out.
Yeah, Porky's like a Division 3 for football, Division 2 for CSC Challenger Series, and Division 1 for eating contests.
Well, 479 holds off the 515 of Krissi Grimal.
Troy's got to be from across the pond. Says, good afternoon, mates. Wonderful Thursday for some ticky-tack. Ticky-tacky. My coin is on Krissi.
Definitely overseas.
Ticky-tacky. I love it.
Definitely overseas. Troy, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. We're seeing more of those overseers, folks. They're starting to join in on the fun here. Brought on the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Got a few 20s is fine. Definitely kill the 20 or kill the 15s. So a few back and forth. Oh, Krissi.
Great darts.
No way to shut down those 19s. Force Hilger to the 18s. And he'll take that look over the 17s, I figure.
As we're looking around the rest of this bracket on the winner's side, you have 8 players remaining on the winner's side right now. Steve Hennings, John Pilgrim, Wes White, John Huseman, Krissi Grimal, Steve Hilger, and then Jake Smith, Daryl Cortez. That's a good top 8, man. I think that there's not a single surprise in that group.
Yeah, certainly so. Troy says New Zealand for him.
Oh, nice. That's afternoon. Makes sense.
Yep.
Well, cheers. When I went to the Chelsea football match at Stamford Bridge back in December, the season ticket holder that I was sitting next to was from New Zealand.
Ooh.
And boom goes the dynamite. Krissi Grimal gets the first.
That's a white horse. Galloping across the screen there. She's going to really have a great leg for this third leg of action. I think that's 2-1.
Yeah, 6.25 is not bad, bud. Not bad at all.
I'd say it's all right. We'll see where it settles in at after these 3 bowls. Potentially 3 bowls.
Great
Only
news.
one-
She'll be back.
Only 1 bowl.
Scuba Steve Diker doing what he does best. Mediocre updates. Pilgrim is up, but not exactly sure what the score is.
That's a Wisconsin thing right there. Just kidding.
Don't you know?
All right, that was a little overboard, guys. Don't you know that was? Come on, that's a little bit far north.
Whoa, you just need
Oh,
to understand
geez.
how perfect that. Oh, geez, don't you know?
Oh,
Like how good
geez.
that is.
Do you see a couple people in here commenting on it? I guess it's time we let the cat out of the bag. Porky is throwing his Dart Militia darts, the formations, as they are now called, because there are 4 of them, but it's also reference to his days in the Marine Corps as well. 20-gram barrels compared to the 12.5 bar lips he was throwing before this.
Yep, something new for Porky. Something new.
And something new for anyone who wants to get 4 darts in the set.
Yeah, that too.
It's actually really cool.
Dude, if you lose one, you're just fine. For most of us.
Is that the only one of those on the market?
I think
that comes
so.
like that?
He's been wanting that for a while.
Only a 2 mark from Porky.
Jonathan Long says, "Hi, Nick." Hi, Jonathan. Aren't you playing a match right now? I believe he actually said he told me earlier that he was going to be listening to us while playing his matchup. So why are you doing that?
Okay. Kathy saying Jake Smith 4-1 over Daryl Cortez and Wes White down 1-5.
Ooh. John Huseman trying to make sure we remember his name and how to pronounce it from this point forward.
He says, sooner or later, boys, you're going to have to deal with me on stream.
That's right. Really rather people not take offense to that. I did say that Nick Doyle was playing Division I CSC night number 1.
Nick Doyle.
Which was just a combination of Kenny Doyle
Grimal.
and Nick Desher.
Look at her go right now. She is off
Oh, yeah.
and running.
Jason Watt says perfect match with the carbon fit shafts, 4 in a package. That's actually true, too. Tim Long is waiting for 3 Doors Down to come out, so if I go crazy, and will you still call me Superman?
Dun.
There you go. We got you covered, bud. Now you can leave that concert.
Yeah.
We've already played the hit. Yep, that is Kryptonite. Good job.
Hey, look at Nick go. He knew something.
Look at the big brain on Nick.
Yo.
Said he went to a big school. That was his response there.
No, I said I have a big skull, not a big brain.
Yeah, big head, no filling.
All gas, no brakes.
Yeah, Chrissy, go ahead and take your shot here. Gets it. She is looking strong here in this matchup so far.
It is a marathon, not a sprint.
It certainly is, and we do have to mention that. But so far, it's a 4.62, 5.15, 5.25. Currently throwing a 5.60 here in the fourth leg, and just seems to be 1-2 triples minimum per round.
Justin Hayden, hey, also from Indiana. Yeah, Krissi's dominating right now.
She is. So I'll go ahead and say it for three people that are at home probably right now yelling at their TVs, and that's going to be Allie, Camille, and Zyla. They're going to say, come on, Dad, hurry your up and get your together.
Well, not the girls. The girls aren't going to say that, are they?
Oh, yes, they will. 1,000% they will.
I love it. Krissi doing Krissi things. Another 7.
And look at the extension she's put out in this leg here. 5.51 plays 3.81. No chance for Porky to even sniff the lead here.
I wonder if those poker players know that they're being live streamed tonight
Probably not.
for their poker match. Like, we're going to know, like, one of them sucks and leaves. You know?
He went all in.
What a loser. Lost that one. Just kidding, everybody, if you're sitting at that table. But just know eventually you should head on over to those dartboards right next to you. They're fun, too. Krissi,
Certainly are.
608.
Yeah,
Just get rid of those 15s.
Yeah, I was gonna say just can 3 them. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of it and be fine.
Johnny Jenkins in the chat says, "What's up, fellas? How you been? We've been great. How about you, sir?"
Having a grand old time.
There you go. Alex in the chat says, "You called it." Zyla just said that exactly. Let's go, Dad. Come on. That's good because Porky was worried that maybe the kids weren't going to be even rooting for him tonight.
Well, Garrett definitely
because it's
isn't
Krissi.
there. What the heck, Garrett?
He might be there in the background somewhere.
Doesn't count if he's not in camera. I know Mike Maloney's there somewhere watching. Or at least a cardboard cutout.
Krissi's up 3-1 now. There's a little bit of separation. Long way to go in this match. But it's definitely the start that Krissi needed to have.
Oh, most certainly so. And now she's found this 2-leg advantage. Her lowest leg so far is that opening leg of a 4.62, and that's her current average. So it's higher than that.
You want to look at like simple, good throw. Porky definitely has one. Just takes it straight back, pushes it straight through. Krissi, a lot more rock on her throw. Hers is more, she just lets her body kind of rock forward after she releases the dart. Like allows her arm to kind of stretch out towards the board. All right, Krissi looking at the 19s, and ladies and gentlemen, all September long, A to Z Darts is featuring the Harrow Toro Dart of the Month. It is an unbelievable deal. Earn $15 off all Harrow's Toro Darts and get a free pack of flights. Plus, you'll get added to their raffle to win a set of Harrow's Black Knight Steel Tip Darts in 21 grams when you purchase the Dart of the Month. That giveaway ends October 1st. Good luck to everyone. And then grab the Michael Smith Achieve Special Edition Darts while you can. This limited edition dart is a great addition to your collection. There's a lot of ION endings in that sentence. You can also browse the Target July launch and the Winmore US Player launch.
I love when you say little tidbits that you're thinking out loud. It's so great.
Addition. 3 different, and then collection. All in the same sentence. Come on now.
Situation.
What you doing to me?
Concentration. Alrighty.
I just couldn't think of anything.
Yeah, you're good.
You won.
You're good. Hilger just really back and forth here on these 20s and 19s between Krissi and Steve, and Krissi may take her opportunity right here.
She tried. Again, just peppering those 19s all day long.
Garrett saying taking care of his wife tonight, who's going through some medical issues. So, yeah, definitely thoughts and prayers with you. Hopefully everything goes smoothly.
Yeah, Garrett, hope everything's okay, buddy.
All right, Krissi has a 2-point lead here, so go ahead and take her shot now. I'm surprised she didn't with that second dart. At least take your shot
same
there.
way. If you miss it, you're still going to go back down to the 19s again, so you might as well take the first 2 at it. Break time for the poker game.
You see, even Krissi's in the background. She is walking away from the board, or walked away from the board, I should say. Just kind of taking a second to. She does that a lot. She's very much focused on her game and her game only. So if someone's taking just a little bit more time than she likes, she's walking around, occupying her time until she has to throw.
Ooh, and only a 4. It opens the door for Hilger to hit more 20s and then close out the 19s. He's staying, or is he going back into the 20s? Back into the 20s.
Yep. Needs more points there.
He stepped to the side, and it was going to be literally either option was available for him there.
They're already round 7, haven't moved. Essentially, there's only been 1 dart that's collected. Now 2 darts that have collected on a opposing number.
Yeah, you saw Krissi's reaction there. That was not the right dart on dart 3. Probably not even the right dart, even if she hits it. Because there goes those 19s that she's been peppering. And then there goes the rest of the bottom of the board. Rickenzie is mimicking, without knowing, what a lot of people have said in the chat tonight. We got 924 watching along here in this Division 2 match, by the way.
Yeah.
Both great shots here. Yeah, both great shots here. Really hard to pick a winner. Don't want to see either one lose. That tells you a lot about who these players are as people.
Oh, certainly.
First of all, they're good friends as players, like already. They former partners when Krissi lived in Wisconsin, where she's originally from. And yeah, I mean, you couldn't ask for 2 nicer people that lead their dart community in positive ways.
I'm surprised Krissi Well, I mean, you're fighting off the 16s as well, or the 17s. I got to think about that.
I close.
Could have taken that shot at the 20s, especially with one dart.
And with how much he's just been able to pepper it, although that's an unlucky twist, still finds it.
Yeah, some crazy numbers tonight, and that's what we're seeing in this season of a CSC Challenger Series action. Is the matches we have brought to you are just all been entertaining, and that's why we've had so many followers joining us. So, yeah, welcome in once again, folks. Like and comment if you have not. $15 gift certificate up for grabs from A2ZDarts.com. Don't forget about that.
You surprised we've only had one boom?
Yeah, it's been but I will say this has been a drawn out match so far. We're only in leg number 5, and it's already 8:40. So, yeah, pretty long drawn out, and this is where the stamina is going to kick in, and just being at the board consecutively. Yes, we'll take a small break, but that break isn't consecutive. You're only getting that one short 5-minute, 10-minute break, and that's it. So will we hit 11 and a
1K?
half or 12 and a half? Probably not.
Well, I took the under. Just want everybody to know that. I took the under for those that did not watch the beginning of the show. Just throwing it out there. Now, it's quickly looking like we're both going to be wrong in our predictions, especially with the way Krissi's playing this leg. Boom goes the dynamite. Krissi Grimal. She has both. Steven, it's never us. And that's the first time I've ever been called an expert commentator. If I hear that again, I'm going to be way too big for this room. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, ESPN, watch out. Get out of here.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
That's about the only thing you could do at ESPN.
This is Sports Center.
No.
Yeah, I could do the over.
No,
The overlay.
That's all you could do. Well, Krissi has taken hold of the advantage once again, has the 15s and 18s in her favor. Throwing well, a 4.62. What do you think about that?
I didn't even know that was a possible number that was going to be hit more often than just that we've seen so far. It's around 14.
Yeah, we're seeing some really drawn out legs, and that's going to be a lot of darts tonight on the table. So, what does that do to our averages? But overall, I mean, Krissi's looking for a 4-1 advantage right off the bat.
Porky's looking for a 3-2. Oh, not anymore. Gets the point lead. He had winning darts there.
He did.
I was surprised Krissi went bullseye on dart 3.
But
here we go. I mean, I'm fine with it.
yeah, I don't think Porky's quite there yet.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
That's a door open.
Oh, that's...
Porky, you got to hit this, Porky.
Yeah, this is a
must
go, or you're going to feel real bad about it.
There you go.
Yeah, especially now. That's real close to just the middle. Gets it. Big mistake from Krissi, punished by Porky, and it's now 3-2.
Yeah, Porky needed to grab hold of that. So far, hasn't been playing very good in this matchup at all. Best leg average is a 4.79, which won him leg number 2. But besides that, he's thrown a 3.0, a 3.88, a 3.92, and a 4.0. So that overall combined average for him is a 3.92. Krissi's current average is a 4.79, with that 4-2-7 in the mix.
And you saw right there the brilliance of these players in Division I, Division II that have had this experience. Okay, that leg's over.
Yeah,
Anything about that? We're on to the next.
That was definitely a turner right there. That was quite the shift in play. I didn't think that Steve was really going to get the opportunity there, and Krissi just kind of let one slip, and he ended up getting the look and taking it out for 3-2 instead of 4-1, and that's a massive, massive difference right there.
Yeah, down 2 breaks is...
Yeah, that's tough.
And I realize that our chat gets a little finicky from time to time about the whole break a throw versus alternate start and not rewarding breaking the throw and punishing that and all that. I get it. Truly do. At the end of the day, it ends up actually working out kind of the same way. I mean, I don't know how to put it. Like Krissi right now is still up a break a throw. Porky will have to break her throw at least once in order to get us to a last leg decider.
Already in a tough spot. Got to find 6. And only finds 3 on the 18. So, yeah. If you're Krissi, do you just go ahead and point once, take a shot at it then?
Nope. I stay on 20s all day. I did not know that answer before she did it, by the way.
Oh, I don't think any of us knew it. It's just every situation's different. Steve Hilger did say, I got very lucky that one for the last leg as he chimed in for the chat.
Porky, we don't need your John Madden comments in here, okay? If you're going to get in our chat, say stuff that none of us know about. Don't get in our chat and say the obvious.
Like what you had for lunch.
No, he doesn't have all day to write that out.
All 37 things.
Sarah Pilacheski says, what an awesome match. This is an exciting battle, y'all. And yes, I wanted to just pronounce that last name because it's fun. But thanks for watching along, Sarah. Will says, let's go tribal. Is that Porky?
Grimal. He said Grimal underneath it.
Nope. It says tribal, which is now Porky's nickname. Yeah, sorry about that. I did see that. Sorry, Will.
Oh, you're good.
Not you, Will. The other Will.
Well, it's me now.
And then RVD, everyone's best friend, because you don't need enemies with friends like him, says, can we sub in Maloney for Krissi so that we have some competition? Or sorry, sub in Maloney so Krissi can have some competition.
He's harsh with his Wisconsinites. That's how they roll up there.
Kyle Linder asking, how long do these matches go for in the season?
So it just depends. If it's quick match, you see 9-4 or something like that. Anywhere from an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours 15 minutes. I think is our longest one that we've had. But this one definitely, I would say it's
on the longer side.
It's on the longer side so far. It can get up there. But we'll see. And it's just because right now they're playing some longer legs. They're kind of back and forth battling and dueling rather than taking some aggressive shots at different numbers.
No, it's really because they know we get a couple days off in a row after this. So might as well just make this as long as possible.
I am looking forward to a weekend.
Me too, actually.
Nothing going
Also,
on.
opening weekend, go Colts.
Oh, Chiefs tomorrow night. If I'm not mistaken.
My fantasy football league decided in a 2-quarterback league to let me draft Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. So I'm going to win that bad boy.
Hello.
And thanks for all of that. I don't even need other players. And for the most part, those two are just going to win me every week.
Well, Krissi right now looking great. 5-1-7 beats a 4-4-4.
Well, there you go. 4-2 lead now for Krissi. Rise Up Darts Entertainment says, I don't think I could be one of those players who can listen along while I played my matches. I would distract me so much. There is no way in heck I would ever be able to do that.
Some people are a different breed and can do that. I don't know how they do it, like Mike Maloney and so on and so forth, but they manage it. But Krissi has locked in the lead going into the break.
Steven says, I'm upset I don't get to see y'all in Florida this weekend. That's not fair. Nick will be there. And you get the great Danny Baggish
Womp, 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 womp.
in Florida, where he would have been anyway. So you have that special thing going for you. Now that's the weirdest statement, right? Mike's saying, I don't use headphones at all normally, but I always listen to commentary during my matches. And that's with us even knowing this and trying to throw him off from time to time. Not like while he's throwing at the line, but you know how it goes. Monty's saying she looks like she's eating pulled porky sandwiches. Up 4-2.
Currently so. She's throwing really well. 4.86 average for her on the night.
Chat, did you know that interacting with us at all, even attempting to, get you entered into a live stream giveaway brought to you by A2ZDarts.com, where you can win a $15 gift certificate tonight just by leaving a comment in our chat and hitting that like button on our Facebook pages.
Yeah, help us get over this 1,000 mark. Let's see if we can get to, what did we say, 1,200 viewers tonight? That'd be great. For a Division II matchup? Why not? It's the CSC Challenger Series brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts, folks. DartsTOC.com is where you want to head to get involved into this action. They have a great map. You can find all the locations that Partners Promoting Darts services, including a streaming location map, which is recently added. I like that.
All I'm saying is that if this is even remotely close to what we'll be getting, because nobody knows who Porky is, so we know it's all Krissi. So if this is anywhere close to what we get for our WCS off season for the ladies singles, I think we'll take 950 viewers at all times.
I'll go ahead and say it. I'll be the one that puts it out front for everybody with all 950 people here. I think this is what the hesitation has been on the WCS.
Boom goes the dynamite.
There we go. Good stuff from Porky. I think this has been the hesitation from the WCS front and having, the ladies just do it out from themselves. We know what Krissi is capable of, and the averages have been at a margin. They've been distant. She's out in front by a good margin, and we saw that kind of decrease during the WCS run. So
yep.
I think that's led to some things. I think we're going to put it out there, give them an opportunity to play by themselves. But I think that is why in past years we haven't necessarily been, let's just let them have a go at singles, because we know what Krissi's capable of. She's just dominant, and we're seeing it here tonight.
Yeah, and this is definitely one of those situations where Porky is not surprised at all right now.
No.
In fact, he's just like, "Yep, here we go."
He's probably in the back of his head thinking, yeah, this is Krissi Grimal right here. She's capable of doing it. And he may be chuckling a little bit. Like, yep, she's capable of this. She can do it.
I mean, I know for a fact that Krissi Grimal is responsible for quite a few second place finishes for Mike Maloney in his career. I'm just throwing that out there, and he'll be the first to tell you that. They have an actual little bit of a rivalry between the two of them, which tells you all you need to know about Krissi as a talented dart player.
I actually did not know about that. That's funny.
Oh, yeah. And just have Mike corner you for about 5 minutes. Tell you all about it. Maybe 20. Maybe that 20 turns into an hour.
Ooh.
Boom goes the dynamite for Krissi Grimal. Well, Dave, we really did not have any of the players ask any of the players to partner up with any of the other players, as Porky comes right back with a 9 mark of his own, back-to-back 9s. And 3 in this leg.
Yeah, it was completely open, and there was a good distance in between both of those players for them to make that happen. So there was a commitment involved. So, man, Dave just dogging us per usual, isn't he? It's the same Dave.
You know, it's the same Dave, but Dave just keeps us on our toes. I'm okay with our Daves in our lives. We need some Daves in our lives.
I mean, there's only one David I like, and I can't say that. There's a few.
Well, Porky makes it 4-3, and saved by the break.
I would say so. Good run there from both the competitors. A 6-3 and a 6-3, a 5-3. I did that yesterday too, or Monday. 5-3 and a 5. So good run here, but yeah, he kind of saves faith, makes it 4-3 as we head into our break. Some good interviews here with both the competitors. Good job, Nick. As we'll listen to these for us the second time. You guys get to hear it for the first. What do you say, Sean?
Yeah, let's listen to this for the second time, both of us.
We're here with Vice Presidential candidate Steve Hilger, aka Porky. And Mr. Hilger, thank you for taking time out of your busy campaign season to sit and have a talk with us here. Where is your debate location going to be located tonight, and what company is backing you?
Tonight I'll be playing from a Bullshooter Saloon in Milwaukee. That's my home bar, and that will be for Red's Novelty.
And going into the season, you were polling very well amongst the voters. And in fact, I would say you were a preseason favorite. How does that make you feel?
You know, actually it adds a lot of pressure. And, you know, going into tonight playing against Krissi, one of my biggest pet peeves ever since I've been shooting darts was, I can't believe I got beat by a girl. You know, and these are coming from people that have never seen great players like Stacy Bromberg, Krissi Grimal, Wendy Espinoza back in the day, Sandy Green, Carolyn Mars, who's making a comeback now, Paula Murphy, Murph. I mean, just so many women shooters that could have whooped any guys fought in darts at any time, you know. So tonight, playing Krissi, it's going to be a lot of pressure for me, honestly. You know, I don't want to lose on the stream, whether it's Krissi or one of the other guys that are in the tournament, or not other guys, she's the woman, but you know what I mean? So it's a lot of pressure for me. So I'm excited though.
No, certainly the case here. And we know you were excited even week 1 when we saw you in the background supporting your longtime friend in darts, Garrett Rakowski, in his match against Austin Braswell there. Now, some were concerned. Were you eating your feelings away there with the stress of that intense match?
Actually, well, we had league before that, so I wasn't actually there supporting him. I was there because I ordered wings and they didn't get there yet, and then I got that combo basket. So it just happened. His match just happened to be there when my food got to the table. But yeah, so I ate a lot.
And is there anybody you want to thank for their support on your campaign trail?
Yeah, absolutely. My family, they, of course, Allie and the girls, Zyla and Camille, they're my biggest supporters. I know they're going to be cheering me on for, tonight. I don't know if they're going to be cheering for me, but I mean, I'm not even cheering me for tonight. It's Krissi. I love her to death. But we'll see. I'll have to talk to them when I get home. My sponsors, of course, Bullshooter Saloon, where I'll be playing tonight. Sam and Doug are great. Obviously, Garrett Rakowski, my doubles partner, he'll be there supporting me tonight, I think. I don't know. I can't remember if he's coming or not. If not, screw him. Monster Clothing, my jersey sponsor, Booyah Darts, and of course, L Style, best products out there. And I want to thank USA Darts for bringing this to everybody's home on a weekly basis. That's always a good thing.
Absolutely. And we're excited. We hope you guys brought your appetite to stomach this incredible matchup that we will be seeing here in Division 2. And Mr. Hilger, we wish you nothing but the best of luck with your debate.
I am Steve Hilger, aka Porky, and I approve this message, especially if it comes with a cheeseburger.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at AZDarts today.
Joined by Vice Presidential candidate Krissi Grimal here. It's exciting to have you on our show, and thank you for taking time out of your busy campaign season. And Ms. Grimal, where is your campaign headquarters located tonight, and what company is backing you?
I am playing for West Coast Darters, and I am out of Last Call in Bradenton, Florida.
Well, that is great to hear. And Krissi, many presumes that the CSC is a show and a stage only for men. Considering we're in week 3 and on the winner's side here, what do you have to say to that fact?
No, we can do it too.
And then, of course, you are the only woman who has held the title of WCS champion. In fact, now for the second time. How's it feel to play in doubles on the WCS compared to playing this format in singles on the CSC?
Well, I don't have to bring the boys along.
Tonight's rally, with it being a race to 9, it means that you need to stay focused if you want to come out with the win. What are you going to do to ensure you win the match and the hearts of voters alike?
Oh, I'm still just going to keep praying and hope to God that somebody feeds Porky.
And is there anybody you want to thank for their support on your campaign trail?
Well, my mother, she always watches, but please don't watch tonight. You're going to have a stroke. And, of course, my sponsors. It's Eclipse Design and Julio and all my fans and definitely the people that keep cheering me on.
And we are excited to cheer you on, as well as, of course, you're going to be taking our live stream stage. It is always a pleasure when you're on our show. And Miss Grimal, we wish you nothing but the best of luck tonight.
I am Krissi Grimal, and I approve this message.
Great battle here in our CSC week number 4, 3, 2, 1. Krissi Grimal
3
up 4-3 over. It was planned, boys. It was planned, boys. See?
Oh,
yeah. Krissi Grimal
sounded like it.
4-3 over Steve Hilger right now. It's been a back and forth. We've seen some really good, just drawn out legs that have gone really, really deep.
Yeah, they're rolling in the deep on how many leagues have gone to like at least double digits on the rounds, right?
Exactly.
And they've been throwing really well. I'm excited for how top notch Krissi's been. And Steve, I think, might be that player tonight that we saw it on Monday with the comeback a little bit. Maybe we see that a little bit here.
He needs to. He needs to find some form of comeback because not really the greatest of starts to this night. I mean, other than the 4.79 in leg number 2 and that ender at 5.3. Just hasn't been able to really touch Krissi's effort.
Yeah, and Krissi is showing zero signs of slowing down at any time either.
Well, at half, I mean, just to give you a little insight here, 4.19 for Steve Hilger, 4.88 for Krissi Grimal. That's the discrepancy we're seeing in averages. Kathy does say, Jake Smith, 9-3, and Wes is 4-8 right now.
Down, yeah. Oh, Porky threw the yellow dart? Have we not taught him anything?
It's a bad Porky.
He's throwing it first here. Miss. Shocker. See, and then he blocks the entire wedge doing that too.
Yeah,
it's really just bad strategy. It's just bad strategy overall.
It's bad strategy, and that's what you're going with, huh?
Yeah. Get rid of that yellow dart. He knows better. Charles, what's up, brother? Cheering for the Wisconsinites tonight. Technically, they're both Wisconsinites.
Yeah, technically they
Krissi
are.
is from there.
And Krissi knows it too. She feels like wherever she goes, and when she comes back to Wisconsin, she brings bad weather with her.
I don't know if you saw that yellow dart missed the wedge completely. Yeah. Also, if you just talk to Krissi for 5 minutes, the accent comes out a little bit.
Just a little. They never escape it.
I believe it's pronounced escape. Someone hit the jackpot. Walking out of here with an extra $5 this evening. Whoa. That was so cool how he threw that first dart. Big 7. Kind of a supernatural 7, so to speak. Krissi, a big third dart. Doesn't take complete control, but Porky needs 5 bowls probably. Feel good about where he's at?
Yeah, I would agree with you there because Krissi's really headhunting here with the 217s having the 20s. And another big number towards her favor with the 16s. Yeah, she'll just hold true there. Why wouldn't she?
No reason not to. Well, we're not going to get into this argument right now, but I don't know how to break this to you. I think even Wisconsinites, for the most part, will tell you that they have a Wisconsinite accent.
Oh, yeah. Just a touch.
We don't know how to tell you this, but I feel like if you didn't know already, that's on you.
Sorry. Guys
Don't you know?
Have just a little bit of one.
It's a bunch of malarkey. That was not an accent.
That was like an Irish. What was that?
I don't know what that was. So
that,
leave me alone.
that was terrible, Sean.
Yes, indeed it was. Steve, I have not gotten to a supper club yet, but is now on my list of things to do.
Yeah, Wisconsin. That's it. You guys got the Michigan thing going on. Michigan. Wisconsin.
I don't think anyone from Michigan says Michigan.
Oh, I've got some family that do. When you coming back to Michigan? It's like Minnesota.
What part of Michigan are they from?
It's just like a Minnesota accent. It's weird.
But like it's not. So like what part of Michigan?
They're Dearborn. Dearborn.
Oh, okay. So
it's a suburb of Detroit.
yeah. I know what Dearborn is.
Well, Krissi, how about another?
She's now up 5-3. Adam Jones says, Abby Spot told me I had a southern accent while at Bull Shooter, Nebraska. I'm from Illinois. Yeah. Well, Illinois is about as far south as Abby wants to go.
And Abby's really got an accent.
And yeah, if there's one person that has the accent that we're talking about, it is Abigail Spot.
Abigail Spot.
Abignali.
Scott.
Back to the action, Krissi looking for a niner. And boom goes the dynamite.
Oh, what an answer from Steve Hilger. Here we go.
Ken, I appreciate your opinion. I'm just gonna, man. Krissi's still 4 legs away from winning this match. Porky's still 6 legs away.
Yeah, you're middle of this match here.
Yeah, when the game gets tense, trust us, we're not going to be talking about this. But it's not quite there yet. This leg's great, though. And now advantage Porky. That's the only time tonight we've seen a open round from Krissi. And that's what we call blocka.
Now we're just accents all around, huh? Going up to the northeast is get ready for which city? Get your Boston accent ready.
Yeah, just got to find a place to park my car.
All right. I like that play. Go ahead and attack the 16s here.
Yep.
You have the 20s, 18s, 15s. Attack right off the bat.
Now, the only thing that makes a difference here is Chris hitting a white horse.
Yeah.
Which you can do.
Oh, certainly so, but I think the play is the bull. You know,
It's 3 bulls there.
It's kind of funny about your khakis remark because you think they're saying khakis, but they're not. They're saying car keys.
Oh, I know. I want you to know that to someone from Boston, you just sounded like you said the exact same thing.
Exactly. We bag
That was
up
a
all
who's on first scenario for them.
Bag up all their R's and send them off to Texas.
All right, Chrissy's got to go all bulls here. No reason not to.
You have to, and you have to really try to extend out. Hope for 100 points on the board.
Needed that double. Hit that double.
Does get 75.
Well, Porky's just bracing that real quick, isn't he? Takes care of it. 5.0 from Steve Hilger. And leg number 9. It's now 5-4. And with Krissi only one leg above halfway, and Porky right there kind of at that halfway mark now, this is definitely anyone's ball game still.
Oh, yeah, we're far from over. I think at this current point, Steve Hilger's just hoping to fight back for a last leg decider or a 9-7 win here. He knows this is going to get tricky, or even trickier than it already is.
Tricky. Yeah, I don't think either of us are going to be right on our scoreline predictions. Unless something crazy happens. Like Porky winning 5 legs in a row. Or winning 5 of the next 6. Justin Rendon asking, did we get any boom goes to Floridians yet? Man, it's tough to do when it's Krissi. I know she's Floridian,
She
self-proclaimed now,
booms.
but she definitely hates boom goes the dynamite. But she's a Wisconsinite, so it's just hard for me. Hard for me on that one. Nick DeShare, I'll sit there and wait for a potential boom all day long.
Boom.
No. You're good.
Yeah, it goes ahead and takes out the 17s as well. I like that. Why not?
We're going to look at the 18s to point a lot. Yep, stays there for all of them. Gets 5. Oh, that's right. You're right, Ryan. I forgot that there's no R's. Huge darts from Grimal. Again, just fearless. She plays this game fearless.
Mm-hmm.
Porky's at least starting to throw that yellow dart third in his lineup.
He's going to need a lot more than a single dart to win this match right now. There's no doubt about that. So you don't really forget about the darts in your hand and just chuck them and hope they hit the right target at this current time.
Ken, in that situation, I did not consider that the hero dart there. It's just because Krissi had the 17s as well at that moment, I believe. That's why I think he stays on the 18s for all of those. If it was just the 20s, I could see him going for that trip 20 on dart 3, just because that's a high ground, low ground scenario. But that's basically a coffin shot. She turned the gun sideways. That was a kill shot.
Yeah, almost. It will be too much for Steve to handle as he just can't seem to find his true stride here in this matchup so far.
Guys, hit that share button. Let everybody know. Well, it is fast approaching a 6-4 scoreline in favor of Krissi Grimal. This would put her in the top 4 of Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series.
Hard to not cheer her on from here on out if she's going to just keep doing her thing here.
Especially if she takes out your presidential candidate.
Yeah.
Vice presidential candidate. $4.91. for Krissi Grimal. She does take that 6-4 lead now. The Kraken is throwing some Kraken darts.
John Pilgrim beats Steve Hennings.
Well, Pilgrim. So there you go. The top four, the rest of the top four is decided. John Huseman, John Pilgrim. A little John on John action. We got there. That'll be next Wednesday. And then Porky Krissi Grimal, the winner of that one, takes on Jake Smith, who defeated Daryl Cortez. And defending champion Corey Beck, and my pick for this season, as boom goes the white horse for Steve Hilger. Corey Beck is out of the tournament. Loses to Nick East.
And we were sitting here thinking to ourselves, they don't got a lot of 9 marks, and our 12.5 was looking like an under, and now they've got 9.
Yep. Honestly, it doesn't surprise. Krissi's had 19 or 29 marks so far this season in 3 matches. And Porky has not had that many. Only 7 total, but you knew he was going to kind of raise his game up here. And this has also been death by 1,007 marks.
Should be able to grab this leg here. No doubt. On a 5-5 currently with the start. So just been able to just wrangle in those houses, and Krissi doesn't have enough to fight back here. So it'll be 6-5 in her advantage. After Porky's turn here, I assume. Oh, maybe not.
If you had told me that Steve Hilger was going to shoot 6 darts at the bullseye and he was only going to hit 2 bulls, I called you crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't have believed you there.
And unfortunately, though, Krissi hit 4 bowls in that last round, she would have had winning darts. She does get the point lead back right there. And it's not like she took it off. It just timing didn't really work. Porky's still not out of this.
Wow.
5 bowls. 5 bowls makes a difference.
There's one. Kind of a tougher dart to plant one in on the double there.
It's a 30-point lead, but I don't think that's nearly enough.
I don't think it is either. It shouldn't be enough. Oh my goodness.
Well,
what is happening right now?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Porky's trying to just hand over this leg as a gift.
Kind of looks
and
like that.
I think Krissi continues to not allow him to do that. It's like, no. I'm still going to stay at a 3.14. You're not going to get me to raise this average up.
Well,
Just
somebody needs to take the leg.
There it is.
There you go.
I almost mentioned earlier, and that would have been such a commentator's curse now that you look back on it, but I almost mentioned earlier that when was the last time we saw someone win with only 60 points?
Right.
And then, of course, he had to get to 220. Tyler said, I missed Maloney on Monday night. I wouldn't say that you missed him. I'm just kidding. He shot a 6.06. It was crazy, great darts from him. Deserved every leg that he won. And I think he only had like 4 Maloney doubles. He did miss 2, but not that I was counting. One of them in a big moment.
All right, Steve. What do you got for us here? Ball's in your court.
And this is an opportunity.
It really is.
Do you take the 20s here? No. That's too crazy.
Yeah, I should just hold true. Hope for the 6 there.
Okay. Is Krissi hitting a little bit of a wall here? 3.17 in the last leg, and now only a 2.5 in the first 2 rounds. And a very important leg. Obviously, it's a very small sample size still, but the worry is starting to get there. And, of course, Porky's not helping that situation or hurting that situation.
I mean, some dicey darts here being thrown in this leg. There you go. Trying to tie us up 6-6.
Let's see if that springs into a 7 mark here for Krissi. Nope. Porky. Trying to tie this bad boy up.
This is no better chance than now, Steve. I mean, things are turning your way, and you just jump all over it.
Jonathan Long up 7-5 on Chris Watson. That's a loser side battle in Division 2.
That was Jonathan Long that let us know.
Yeah. Love you, John. Love you, John Time. All right. I think what we should do, scratch everything that's happened so far. We just play a race to 3.
I agree. Why not? There's no better time than now for a best-of-5 battle. What do you say, folks? Best of 5.
Let's do it. John, I'm glad you caught that mess up on purpose. All right. Tie ball game, folks. Will I am. What does Krissi do to
got to find her
momentum?
Got to find her form again. She was a 4.88 going into break, and now is at a 4.5. So going down where Steve Hilger's going up. And she definitely had the hands to the face there as she only threw a single mark, giving that advantage right to Steve Hilger. And he throws a good 5 mark. Huseman 9-5 over Wes White.
Ooh. It's a big victory there.
Certainly is.
Yeah. So a couple things here with Porky is, number one, if I'm not mistaken, he is not an alcohol consumer, correct?
Yeah. I think maybe once or twice if
Yeah. for
things
the
are
most part.
happening or whatever. But yeah, it doesn't drink at all.
So that's going to keep him consistent for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Right. Or more consistent. Whereas on the reverse side, you could have some really, really amazing Herculean legs before you fall off of a cliff near the end. So I'm not saying that's happening here at all. So don't twist my words around. I'm just saying that it gets harder to beat Porky the longer the match goes on because he stays the same consistency.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he fuels his body all day long with food. So he's never going to lose that energy.
Make sure to get his Wheaties in the morning and keeps the energy consistent throughout the day. I mean, he has raised the average after half 4, or 0.4, I should say. He's now at from a 4.19 to a 4.23.
Chad Bartman pointing out that Porky's yellow dart is coming in clutch. You're not wrong. That was the only triple in that round.
And starting to kind of hone in here, getting used to where he's located at, getting used to his surroundings here, a little bit different than maybe he's used to.
Yeah, it's almost as if the chat's starting to realize we talk gibberish most of the time.
Oh my goodness.
Just make it all up.
We've never made a thing up in our lives, guys. What are you talking about?
Nothing like there's an unlucky dart that he's throwing or anything like that.
We actually came from the UK.
They keep hitting triples.
We came from the UK. We actually understand darts in its fullest, and now we're just making it up. Just kidding, guys. Okay. Once again, yeah, this is Steve Hilger's leg. Try to make this 7-6. Run away with this. 18s right now. Take him away. Take your shot.
Goes bull on dart 3. I like the move. Telling Krissi, you're not going to hit a 9 mark on the 16s.
She's doing a lot of hands to her ears. I've been noticing recently. Wondering if...
I think that could just be
how long this match is kind of going.
Yeah, it could also just be a random tell that she is frustrated or struggling or something just doesn't feel quite right.
Initially, I'm thinking, music in the background or something. Maybe she's got headphones trying to, cover up. But yeah, maybe she's just showing a little bit of a frustration there with how things are going in these last...
Which wouldn't you?
3 legs. I mean, of course, you're going to show a little tension and a little frustration here and there.
You've been averaging close to a 5 all night long, and now you keep out of the 3s.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's not like your opponent's crushing you on the dartboard at all. All 3 of these legs are legs that she's probably thinking that she could easily win if she just throws her darts, especially the leg with the craziness on the bull.
Mm-hmm.
But since that moment, really both players have slowed down their momentum drastically. But this is for the first lead of this entire match for Porky.
And what a time it would be to take the lead.
Gets it.
And the last 3 legs, that one was a little bit better, but 3-1-7, 2-8-3, and a 3-7 there for Krissi. And that's 3 on the spin for Steve Hilger.
Yeah, I'm just going to be honest, as Krissi would want me to. Those are 3 garbage rounds in a row from her. And those garbage rounds now put her down in this match. The good news is that this is a marathon and not a sprint, but we're reaching kind of that sprinting point. Still
Certainly
doesn't need to
are.
break any throw.
I think this is the sprint stage, no doubt. I mean, you're coming down to the last 5. You're starting to make that last few strides towards that line. So yeah, you start increasing the speed here now and try to take over, because 2 legs for Hilger and this is gone. So
Yeah, Krissi's starting to do her job again.
yep, that's what she needs.
Starting to find those triples. And you guys can't see this, but she's big arming it back there. Mike Scarborough watching along with us. Mike, I don't know if you saw the CSI, CDI mentions as Krissi Grimal. Boom goes the Floridian. There you go. Got you, buddy. Really, she got you. Might see you get Cheyenne Richards. How do you feel about that? Defending champion. If you lose, it'll be your fault, obviously.
No doubt. Well, this is an impressive leg from Krissi to bounce back here.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Back again.
Krissi's back.
Tell a friend. Yeah, just need the one to lock in a 6+.
And Porky gave a little side eye to the poker player who's making some dramatic motions there. Must be in a heavy, heavy hand. I'm going to guess he had jacks, and they held up. 6.23 is going to hold up most of the time. Krissi Grimal ties it back up and gets back to what we know that she can do. She basically threw double her last round average. Look who stumbled in the chat. And back comes Hanish.
What a call. What a call. All right. John Edwards, 9-3 over Aaron Gibney. So there's another score line in for the CSC Challenger Series.
So that means John will take on Christian Broussard in the next round. Let's see if Krissi can stack another leg in a row onto this. But at this point, again, for both players, main goal, hold your throw. You do that, you get to a last leg decider.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that what both players really want?
Absolutely.
The poker players are starting to get a little bit froggy. You can see that's not quite water that gentleman's drinking back there. And plus, he's obviously lucky tonight because he's still in this tournament. That was probably free. Boom goes the dynamite for Porky, though. And then Krissi has shown some signs of regression. Got it back last leg, but can that be a consistent form over the next 4 legs?
This is a good promising start here in this leg. So, yeah, right away attacking the 18s here. Finds it, go down to the 17s, possibly point. Yeah, go right down to the 17s, close it out. Let's go 8-7 in your favor here, Porky. Needing that one leg to to capitalize and get on that winner's side. Once again, remain on that winner's side. But look at the answer.
Boom goes the dynamite. And John Mayer, just go write another song.
I hate to say it, but that is 7-5 here on our scoreline, and that's 12 for our 12.5 over under on nines. It's pretty good. But we'll see. Then they bang in 4 here, and it becomes not so impressive.
Good find on dart 3 there from Krissi. Porky. I think job number 1 is just close those 15s.
Exactly. Try your hand at it.
Wow. Now the door's open a little bit.
A little bit so. I mean, but still, she's a dart at a hand, you know. She needs that extra dart to essentially take that away. So it's either just get your lead, take a stab at 1 or 2 numbers, or just hold true on the points.
Big darts from Porky. Looked like he's going to take right back control. Dave Bryce asking, can we have a 9-9 match? No, unfortunately. But do we get an 8-8 match? Porky had a point first. Just kidding. He obviously didn't do that on purpose. 4.95 defeats the 4.0. Will, I just ask you one question, and this is really all that matters. Does Krissi Grimal have 2 5+ average legs left in her?
I don't know. I think this is Hilger that'll take this leg. I think this will go 9-7 right here. I think that he'll take it.
Well, that's a bit of a bummer response. I'm really hoping this goes the distance for sure. Chat, last chance here. Let us know. Do you want this to go to the distance? Just leave that in their chat. You can enter it in for your chance to win a $15 gift certificate to A2ZDarts.com.
Let's find the 6 mark for 57 on the scoreboard. Right back to Krissi. You can overcome that with 1 dart. Well, you got to hold and find it. And even if you do find it, you're kind of in a spot here. And she doesn't find anything. Oh, no.
I did not like the reaction after dart 2 from her either. She kind of allowed herself to be a little bit playful in a moment where I don't think that she typically would be. Huge dart early in the match.
I was wondering if you may go ahead and look down after the second dart, but stayed on the 20s and capitalized and took it away. So Krissi to the 17s or 18s. She will go 18s.
Bit surprised.
And you can see it. I mean, she's starting to show a little frustration.
Yeah.
I mean,
big round here from Porky. Might be it.
And this can. Oh, I was about to say, unless he hits that 17. And this can still go Krissi's favor. She's got to start collecting now, though. This 1-6-7 has to go. This is now got to become way better. And you see her, she's going kind of focusing in here.
Man, what a tough first start. She's going to
Really
fire him in there
was.
anyway. Oh,
I'm
almost
surprised.
did.
I'm surprised she found it with the second.
Chris needs 9. 9 now.
Yeah, it's not going to find it. Even a 7 here is not going to be enough, and it's only a 5. So just take it out, Porky, and go about your business. 15s. Even attack the 16s here, possibly, or point up. What do you decide? We'll go 16s. Yep. And this bad boy, unfortunately, is going to be over.
Dart. Steve Hilger. Wow. Just stayed consistent for longer. And that's going to be the difference here for the match. And spot in the top 4. And Steve Hilger, he did in Division 1 last season, made top 4 on the winner's side before finishing 5th, 6th. Now he's in the top 4 of Division 2 on the winner's side, 4.88. Only now he's got to be one of the favorites to win this thing.
That was definitely a tricky back and forth. I mean, Krissi was right there the whole way with it. I mean, I think the only differential was some inconsistencies on the back half of this match for Krissi, and that's the only difference. I mean, kudos to her, though. She had some really good legs there at the beginning, even throwing that 6-2-3, which actually was her highest leg of the match in leg number 14. But Steve Hilger gets the job done here and will advance to the top 4 on the winner's side.
Yeah, and well-deserved for Porky. Again, just stayed consistent for longer, kept his composure near the end of the match, and got the job done. And it's unfortunate that Krissi kind of hit a wall there. Who knows what caused it? Honestly, sometimes the dart gods just are going to throw you on the wrong side of the wire.
Well, just to say,
the absolute worst time.
Averages aren't everything. I mean, Krissi did outweigh Steve's average here. It was a 4.41 to a 4.14 for those average differentials. So, yeah, I mean, Steve able just to kind of coast by, not throwing his best darts tonight, but able to capitalize in the closing legs to win 9-7.
Yeah, and that's one of those things to pay attention to for Steve moving forward. That's now the second week in a row where he has averaged well below his opponent and still beating his opponent. So he's very good at winning with this B game, winning with the C game. In this top 4, he's going to have to find his A game. He obviously can, but if he does so, everyone else is in trouble. So I'm excited to see what happens from this point. And Krissi's not out. She's moved over to the loser side of the bracket, where she still is going to be one of the favorites to roll over on that side and get the job done. But I'm excited for it, bud. And how about this? Congratulations to everyone who watches our streams and stuff. We've done 6 shows now this season. 4 of them have reached over 1,000 viewers.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
That's insane. And we got another one here tonight, which is
amazing. Yeah,
which is great in the Division 2 matchup. I do want to just go ahead and say, pat myself on the back. 12-9 marks tonight. I had 12.5. So don't forget about that little guy at the very beginning of the week, or CSC. You know, that little guy we got wrong, but we're still cruising now. We're still cruising.
You were off only by 1 leg too on the final scoreline prediction too. So
pretty decent. Give
yourself another pat on the back. But hey, final thing, don't forget, A to Z
Of
Darts
course.
is featuring the Heroes Toro as their dart of the month. You can earn $15 off all Hero Toro darts and get a free pack of flights. Plus, you'll get added to the raffle to win a set of Hero Black Knight steel tip 21 grams when you purchase the dart of the month. The giveaway ends October 1st. Good luck to everyone. And then check out the blogs and all the other goodies that are over on AtoZDarts.com. And thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, definitely. So Monday night, we got another matchup for you. So make sure to tune in 8 p.m. Central Time right here on USA Darts and Partners Promoting Darts. You don't want to miss the show. we're going to keep on cruising with some fantastic matchups. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick Teixeira, thanks for watching, folks. We appreciate you.
Keep on keeping on.